Hello and welcome to regularly scheduled episodes of Parapod. We are back to the usual schedule.
We're back for the foreseeable future.
We're back for the third time.
Until something goes wrong again.
Yeah. That's once one of us fucks off out of the country again.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen actually later.
Oh, yeah.
In about 3 weeks.
Well, then.
Well, no, we're going to cut that bit out. The people don't need to... No, yeah, we're back.
We're back.
Episode 91. Yeah, this is one of our recommended film episodes. We're going to be talking about Bulworth, the long-awaited Bulworth episode.
It's been holding off for like 2 months.
It's been in the oven for a month. It's been over a month actually, yeah. But yeah, we're going to talk about Bulworth later on. We got loads of other films as well. A lot has happened. What?
I need a recommended film.
We can forget about that. That's loads of time. But yeah, it's one of those episodes. There's a lot going on. A lot has happened. I mean, a lot of films have been watched. A lot that I can't remember.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just not going to talk about it.
I didn't watch like a film. I had like stuff on the docket earlier today and deleted it because it was like, I watched a few kaiju films, but like I can't really remember them because they're like 2 weeks ago, and there's nothing really to say about them.
Yeah.
Godzilla fought another monster.
Yeah.
Godira.
Did he fight Baby Godzilla first?
No, I haven't got to that. I think it's the next one.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the one after.
Oh.
No, I'm now at the stage in my Godzilla watch where Godzilla he's a hero.
Oh, okay.
He's a good guy. And the way that they've done that is that they just made him fucking stupid. They just made him a big goofball. He laughs and he rubs his bellies and he throws rocks at people and he laughs and stuff like that. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, that's kind of shit.
Not the symbol for nuclear war is
gone.
What
happened to the subtext? It doesn't sound like there's a lot to say there.
No, not at all.
Jeez, what my fucking
she be raining.
I got absolutely soaked on the way over here. I got the bus up here and I walked for 3 minutes and I got absolutely drenched all the way down to the bone. My shoes, the fabric from my shoes have leaked into my socks. I look like a peasant from the 19th century. It's all black. It's so weird.
Jesus, yeah. Where were you, in the coal mines?
Yeah, I was in the mines. A fucking chimney sweep or something. But it's lashing rain for no reason. That's very, very kind of ominous.
We haven't had a summer.
We have not at all, no. I'm kind of happy because I've been on evening shifts.
Oh, really?
So I take a lot of pleasure when I see it's raining outside. You know,
it's like
that other people aren't
enjoying
having good time.
There's no FOMO.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But so I hope it continues for another 2 weeks, and then I hope it
be blistering hot Sunday.
Yeah, hopefully.
Do you ever feel, because like I got caught in the rain like that like 2 days ago where it just started pissing rain, but like I knew I was going to be in the rain for like a solid like 15-20 minutes, and I had to like mentally prepare myself.
Yeah.
Because I was leaving the gym. I was like, I have to be in this and I have to cycle in this. Okay, give myself 2 seconds to get ready. I was like, okay, I've accepted it. This is what's happening. It was fucking awful. But do you ever, like, you know when you're in torrential rain and like you just, like you kind of stop fighting the fact that you're going to be wet and you just like accept it. And you get there is an enjoyment in being in just heavy rain because there's nothing you can do about the fact that you're going to get wet.
Yeah, it's like being at sea. It's accepting that you're being swept away. It's forces beyond your control. I've taken the wheel. You know?
I've accepted my fate.
Yeah, you're one with the earth. Yeah, I can't remember that ever happening to me, but I can vibe with it. You know, I can understand that.
Or even just getting like being in like heavy rain. Like I remember being in town once and going back to someone's house. And we were walking in the rain. Man, the rain was going fucking horizontally to the ground into my face. It was ridiculous. It was pissing rain and like heavy winds. And there's just something fucking gas about that.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, after a while you have to kind of laugh. I hate when it's kind of spitty rain. I love it.
The worst.
I love a mist. I love a misty rain.
I love
no matter what.
Pissing rain. And just being...
Well, I can appreciate... I don't like pissing rain, but I can appreciate it, you know? Like I was getting out of the bus there and I was like, it's only like a 3 minute walk. I was like, I'm not even going to put my hood up. And then I was like, it wasn't raining that hard, but as soon as I stepped off the bus, it was like that kind of rain where it starts hissing. Everything, the ground is hissing. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I had to put the hood up. But then it started seeping through all my clothes. I was in my shoes and all. I was like,
nothing better.
I'd have been out for like 60 seconds, you know? But
it's like little punches by this guy. Just thousands of little punches on you.
It was pounding the pavement, yeah. But, yeah, rainy vibes in the middle of or the start of July.
Yeah, no, fucking hell.
Start of July. The summer is half over.
Yeah, I know. We haven't fucking had one yet.
Yeah.
Because me and my mum were talking about like last year. you used to be able to go out the back and stuff like that, like after, like, you know, have your break from working from home, and chill out the back in the sun, you know, take a breather, whatever. No chance of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely no chance of that. It could be blistering, like, hot, and then all of a sudden it will just start pissing rain. Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, it was sunny. The other day when I was cycling, it was sunny and fucking pissing rain. It made there was like one cloud that seemingly, I was like in the Truman Show.
It's following you.
It was just on me.
Yeah, that's a bad day. Yeah, I was going, but like the worst is when it's like kind of it's the looming threat, which has kind of been, I don't know, because I think the weather's been quite different around the county and around the country recently. I haven't seen any rain at all, and I've been hearing it's supposed to rain every single day for the past 10 days. I haven't seen any rain until today.
Is it that fucking thing? You know when they're like, it's 70% chance of rain and stuff like that? It's not actually a chance thing. It's just like 70% of rain or something.
Coverage
like
or something.
Yeah, coverage.
I don't know.
That blew my mind when people were talking about that, like, whenever that came out. Like, last year, whatever it was.
When they released the files.
Yeah, when they released the files. When they got leaked.
Yeah. The weather machines. It's like, oh, the raw data has been unleashed.
It's actually not 70% chance of rain. It's 70% of that area will experience rain.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
So if you look at the greater Dublin area, it's like 10% of rain, chance of rain or whatever. But then if you narrow it down onto, like, you know, Clontarf or whatever, it's like 100% rain.
Yeah.
But then, like, Ballymun's like, 20%. It's like, what the fuck? This doesn't make sense.
What's going on there? But yeah, the other day, yesterday, I was going to work and I had to go collect something. So I had to go the opposite direction of where I get off the Lewis. I had to go the opposite direction where I usually go to work. And it was forecast to be lashing rain. So I came in my raincoat and I had, like, you know, the jeans on for work. Ready for work. But it was, at the same time, it was about 20 degrees outside. So it was like extreme. It was so warm in the jacket. And I just had a shirt on as well underneath. Like, it wasn't. Look, it's fucking lashing.
Yeah, wait. See if you can get this.
We get some white noise in here.
Get some ASMR here.
Oh.
Listen to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the forecast is for 100% rain.
That is
in the Paropod area.
That is popping up on the microphone as well.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Gas. That is fucking ludicrous.
That is just not on.
All right, there's our like every so often ASMR.
Yeah, our dog barks, our planes,
our cat purrs.
Yeah.
What were you saying though? You were?
Oh, it was just 20 degrees. I was going up. I was like, I had to. It was a 15-minute walk, and I got off at the Lewis stop half an hour before work. So I was like, I have to, you know, walk at nearly full speed,
at a pace,
at a clip, and I have to immediately get what I was going for, which was 2 kilograms of coffee, and then return back to work. And I had no space for, like, kind of like dilly-dallying, you know, like just kind of strolling or whatever. So I also had to carry a box on the way back, and I was like,
Did you say 2 kilos of coffee?
Yeah, it was my wellness. 2 kilos in the bags, but they came in beans.
Oh, not the beans.
Yeah, the beans. You have to, like, blend them and stuff. I don't have a grinder or, like, anything like that, so they're basically useless now. Yeah, it was baking on the way up, and I was like, the entire way up, I was like, this is going to be awful walking back. And it was horrible because it wasn't raining. It was just like pure grey. The threat. They were just like
looming, watching over.
We might rain, we might not. Don't
the
know
uncaring sun at the end of fucking Wicker Man is just the clouds hanging over Mark.
The pitiless clouds of Sandyford. Yeah. And I was walking back with the box, and I was like absolutely drenched. Like my face was all red when I got into work and stuff. It was just like this is the worst kind of weather.
Yeah.
Like I would rather it rained. Like 100% rather it rained.
That sounds absolutely shit, man. That sounds.
It was probably the low light of my week.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad a week.
I was in fucking Spain last week, so I had a pretty grand one.
Yeah. Oh god.
Just chilling by the pool, you know.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm kind of over Spain.
You're over Spain?
I think I'm over Spain.
Have you seen it all?
Like, I haven't seen it all, but I'm just
You've been there too much.
I think being there twice in the span of 3 weeks for like a week and then like a couple of days for Primavera. I was in near Seville. I'm done with Spain. I don't think I'm ever going to go back to that country.
I've heard Seville is really nice.
It is. Done with it.
Why?
Just done with it. It's like, I don't know. There's other countries in Europe that I haven't been to.
Yeah.
Like I've only been to France once in my life.
France is really nice.
Feel like I should go back to France.
You should.
Haven't been in Italy in years.
Yeah, I'm going back now this month.
Never been to Greece.
I'd love to go to Greece.
Love to go to Greece.
There's many places I'd love to go. What would be your number? If you could go to one country in Europe tomorrow morning, where would you go?
Ooh, one I haven't been to before.
Yeah.
Probably Greece. Like
Greece.
some fucking island, some Mamma Mia island off Greece.
Yeah, I want to do that this summer, but it's extremely expensive. So.
Yes. Or like, is Croatia's also meant to be very
Croatia, yeah, I really want to go there.
Yeah.
Really want to go there.
Like some other Mediterranean countries.
Yeah. I'm not interested in Central Europe.
I can't think of any off the top of my head. No, fuck that. They're also fucking roasting as well, man.
Are they?
Like, I just feel like if you're inland and it's hot, like fucking Hungary is so, like Budapest hits 40 degrees and you're inland and there's no sea, there's nothing saving you from that.
They have the baths, don't they?
Yeah, no, but like they have the baths. That's like that's your one salvation is the baths.
Yeah. You kind of need.
It's not like you can fuck off to the beach.
Yeah, you need water, and I don't get the appeal of Scandinavian countries. I just don't understand that at all. You know, like they're so expensive. They're like this, but like colder, and like that's it. That's all they have. And like Northern Europe in general, you know. Like we live in Northern Europe. I have no reason to go visit any other Northern European country.
You're saying that, I'm just like, yeah, I actually don't have any interest of going to see like Norway or maybe Sweden.
I'd go to Norway, just like Lapland or something, you know.
Yeah, I would go during winter to those countries.
Yeah.
Why? Like, to be fair, who the fuck is going off to Norway in summer?
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that?
You can picture the kind of person that would do that. You know, so what are you doing?
Yeah,
you know,
you live a different.
You try to be different.
You live a different life to me.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
If you go to any country in the world tomorrow, where would it be?
In the world,
any country. You wake up and you're there. You don't have to worry about travel. You wake up and you're there.
I want to go to China.
Yeah, I'll go to Japan.
It's uncharted. Uncharted. Japan as well. I'd also love to go to Japan.
My cousin was in China. He said it's class.
Yeah, something that's proper foreign, you know.
Yeah, proper foreign.
People haven't been there. I know. Yeah. You know, we all know people that have been to, like, you know, all of the Americas as well.
Yeah,
and like
everyone's been to Vancouver, bro.
yeah. So U.S., Canada, even Mexico, places like that. You know, Brazil. That's all stuff you hear about on a daily basis. Colombia, yeah.
Some girl that I know, she's in Dominican Republic at the moment. It looks class.
Dominican Republic.
It looks lethal.
That's the one beside Haiti, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, just like I'd love to be in like the Caribbean. I was gonna say Haiti, not Haiti. Hawaii.
Out. That's like the opposite side of the world.
That is pure Pacific.
Yeah.
I want to see
absolutely Pacific.
I was gonna say I've never been in the Pacific Ocean, but we were in fucking Vancouver, so never mind.
Yeah, I've never been in the Mediterranean. I have to go, but I'm going to Rome. Seeing there's no sea in Rome.
Have I ever been in the Mediterranean?
I've never been in the Mediterranean.
Surely Barcelona. Barcelona's on the Mediterranean side.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I haven't.
Oh, you weren't there.
I didn't get to go to the beach.
That.
Oh well.
Where's the Dead Sea?
The Dead Sea. Isn't that the one in Israel or Palestine? Sorry.
Is it? Or is that in Turkey?
No. Well, the Dead Sea, is that not the one that's like on like the River Jordan or something? I don't know. We're probably sounding really ignorant here. But there's the that's one with all the salt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you can like flow.
Is that Turkey or is that?
Is Turkey?
I could have had that completely wrong. Maybe it is Palestine.
I think Turkey would be cool. But that's also like the cheapest place in Europe. The Dead Sea.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the West Bank. The
West Bank.
Right outside Jerusalem.
Go for a holiday there.
Why is the Dead Sea called Sea of Dead? Why do you think? It's salty, bro. People ask us. I think I see really stupid Google search suggestions. I can't remember what. There was one of them I saw the other day, and I was like, I think it was something like, is Portugal a country or something like that. It was something along those lines. It was like, fucking hell.
I just imagine it's the same person putting in all those stupid questions, you know, just coming to their head all day, asking Google questions.
And then they forget, and then they ask the same question again.
Yeah. God bless them.
God bless them.
Yeah.
Speaking of different countries, Mark. What have you been watching?
What have I been watching?
That was the worst segue I think I've ever done.
I thought you were going to go with speaking of God.
Speaking of God, speaking of France.
Yes,
There we go.
I had a look at Paul Verhoeven's Benedetta.
Benedetta.
Today. I looked today. It's on Mubi. It's on Mubi. I think it came out the other day.
It came out today. They have been. Yeah, they
came
have
out today. All right.
Today.
Yeah, I only remember the average from like April when it was out in cinemas and stuff. But I completely forgot it was coming out on Mubi. And I just saw it on the app. I was like, I better watch this. And I have to say, it was well worth it.
Is it hot?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a lesbian nun movie, you know.
Mm-hmm. Nunsploitation.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Well, not really, but it's like the same vein, vaguely, as The Devils. And what was that other film you mentioned?
Alucarda,
yeah. Where it's like, it's a convent, you know. They're all cloistered up. A lot of, it's set in Renaissance Italy. It's about this woman called Benedetta, of course. It's based on a real woman. The book is actually based on a book. The movie is actually based on a book called Immodest Acts by some woman called Judith Brown. It was written in the 80s, and it was about this woman called Benedetta Carlini, who lived in Renaissance Italy in the 17th century, during the Counter-Reformation.
She was a witch.
No, it was actually, that's the thing. It's kind of interesting because it's like, it's the Counter-Reformation where they're all just, they're trying to like, kind of like, close ranks against the prods, you know, like Luther and all that stuff. So they have like, it's all very strict, and they're just trying to, it's a kind of absolutist structure to the kind of religious segment of society and stuff. Like the Pope is obviously the king and all that.
Yeah.
All those kinds of things. It's like, it's a kind of they're in a war kind of situation basically, because Europe is literally at war because of the Reformation and things like that. But it was about this woman, Benedetta Carlini, who was sent into this convent in the 17th century and began having like kind of erotic visions, things like that, about Jesus and various different
blasphemy,
various different things. Blasphemy, yes, that's the thing. And you think, I imagine that Jesus, it is pelting down. It is absolutely saturating the earth.
It's actually distracting.
Yeah. Yeah, see, it's not even really a witch film because it's not a horror film. I kind of thought it'd be a horror film. It's not a horror film.
I thought from the first like few trailers and bits I saw of it, I thought it was a horror film.
So did I. But it's like, it's
Is it
not
like a drama.
It's not, but it's just as good as that, you know. It's like a psychological drama film, basically. Because the whole thing with Benedetta was that she was kind of using, I don't know how to explain it. She was her visions and her kind of heresy and her kind of like utilization or her kind of expression of like sexuality within the context of spirituality and like the church and the convent and the kind of the social caste system that they had back then. What was something that kind of it was permitted nearly, in a way that like around that time they had like some developments in religious or spiritual or theological theory and stuff like that, where they had this idea of, I think it's called nominalism, where it was kind of about, it's kind of like a relativist way of looking at the world. But they had a big focus on demons and demonology and how people could be possessed, as in like a person isn't just like a monolithic entity, and at different times you can be possessed by different things. And the actual Benedetta Carlini, her explanation for her different expressions of, you know, various, you know, her sexuality, different things like that, was that she was possessed by an angelic spirit called what was it? I can't remember his name, but it's she was possessed by an angel, and this basically allowed her to wriggle out of being burned at the stake, which is the real story. The actual film has like a different kind of way more dramatic kind of take on it, but it's really well done. It's really kind of it's really cathartic, you know.
Is it a shocking film? As like.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's in the same vein as Devils. You know, it didn't feel like a Paul Verhoeven film until you have to watch it, obviously. But like, I didn't feel like Paul Verhoeven until about half an hour.
Is this like a Showgirls?
No, nothing like that. It's not.
I mean, in terms of like shockingness.
No, not really. No.
Okay.
It's more definitely along the lines of Devils.
Okay.
That kind of thing, where it's shocking in a kind of like moral way, you know. But it's like, it's doing that to kind of, you know, prod at you and to like get a reaction of the viewer. Yeah. And to talk about whatever it's trying to talk about. But it doesn't feel like Verhoeven until there's like the kind of the finale or whatever. It's like almost like an action film. Which I just like I had a moment where I was just like, oh yeah, this is the guy who did fucking Starship Troopers or whatever. Yeah. It's just like it's really good, really good.
People start shooting lasers at each other.
Yeah, the way it works out in the end is just like it's a great finale to the film, which you wouldn't expect from something like this.
Yeah, because I feel like this got released on Good Friday as well in Ireland, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like everything about the film is like, this is a shocking film.
It's trying to wind you up. Yeah. It was like, banned in Russia and it was banned in Singapore. It was picketed all around the US, stuff like that. It is a shocking film for people who are still in that kind of. I don't think anyone really is. Like only like really fringe people.
I feel like a lot of people that might be. I don't know.
I don't know. Like the average, I don't know.
I feel like the average
60-year-old person.
Yeah.
But like, the average cinema goers, I was going to be like, oh my god, what is she doing with the crucifix?
But but this film isn't coming out in those cinemas.
No, not at all. No, yeah.
Like,
they're not going to be watching. They don't have the movie app.
Yeah,
they're not subscribed.
This
to
isn't coming out in Odeon. Like,
yeah. It's definitely it's an indie film, and it is trying to wind you up. But like, it's not like it's not just for the shock value.
What's it kind of? It's like political kind of stance on the church and stuff like that, or like the way you're saying it's like the devils. Does it have that harsh critique of the church?
Yeah, very much so. Because all that historical background I was talking about isn't really like sort of emphasized in the film.
Yeah, because I feel like the devils is like very heavily is like the historical.
Yeah, the
history were there.
The history
was in
it was really, really good. Yeah, it's really accurate and stuff as well. But yeah, this doesn't really focus on that element of it. It's way harsher on the church, and the church is kind of the church is very much the bad guy. The different the hierarchy, like all the powerful figures that they defer to, because there's such a hierarchy from like the nuns, like the novices up to the the regular nuns and the mother superior, and then there's a parish priest, and then there's a nuncio and all this stuff. And like each level you go up, it's just more and more debased morally, but like they're more and more like kind of uptight sexually, and like just in terms of their way of interacting with the world. Whereas because like Benedetta is kind of like enlightened by this peasant girl who's brought in, she's called Sister Bartolomea. She's a real person as well. She was also like figured in the story, or in the actual events that occurred. But she was like a peasant girl who was kind of given an in into the convent, just out of kind of charity, because you used to have to buy your way in. Like the convent would have to, you have to pay kind of a dowry, to have your daughter put into the convent. But yeah, this peasant girl Bartolomea kind of like showed her, the earthly ways. Yeah. She was like, she intruded from the outside into like the literal cloistered confines of the convent.
Yeah.
And kind of like polluted the mind of this pure kind of like semi noble, or daughter of a noble at least, nun,
Mad.
And that's what was so scandalous about it. But and that's where it kind of spreads. And that way, it's kind of like the devils is like a mass like psychogenic illness nearly, which is they're trying to put out before it gets too out of control. But the end of the film is about all that, because it all spirals very rapidly out of control. And it's very, very good. It's done really well. Like you love a good mob scene. There's nothing better than a lynching scene.
Yeah, it's just like Halloween Kills.
Yeah, well, yeah. They didn't do it right.
Yeah,
that wasn't a real. There was like 10 people. Like, you need a real mob.
You need a real. It's like the Simpsons movie.
Yeah. Like a proper Renaissance. People going mental, pikes and all.
Man, people used to go mental back in the day. Like mobs back then.
We need more mobs.
They were different.
Yeah. There's something to be said about the mob. It gets such a bad rap.
The mob mentality. Maybe it's not that bad.
It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, if you all agree on a good thing.
Yeah, as long as you're all right.
Yeah,
as long as everyone's right.
Yeah, as long as you're all sound about it.
Yeah. But no, it is a very good film. I don't want to spoil any stuff, because I know you want to watch it.
I'm watching it tomorrow. I'm literally that's my Saturday.
So yeah, watching Benedetta
in bed, all cozy.
Yeah. No, it's very, very good.
Is it trashy at all?
No, not at all. Like it doesn't feel like Verhaven is like Showgirls, like Total Recall, all this stuff. It's not like anything like that. It's
It's
I don't know like any of his like recent work, like 21st Century. I'm not sure if I've seen any of that.
what's he done? RoboCop, Total Recall, Starship Troopers,
Showgirls.
Benedetta. Like more. He did Hollow Man, didn't he? He did that take on the Invisible Man.
Did he?
Yeah, it's meant to be shit. It's meant to be terrible.
The Hollow Man. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's the Invisible Man, but like done again.
Yeah, he did Basic Instinct. That's basically it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Benedetta. It just did not feel like anything like what I
Like classic,
associate with him. Yeah, until the last act, and then it's like, whoo-hoo. It's well, like that's
That
when
is my guy.
that's when you want him to like pull out all the
Yeah.
you know, like Don Paul for Heaven. You know, it's just like, obviously the whole concern, this huge concern he has with sexuality and stuff. Like he considers it the most important thing in the human spirit.
Yeah.
It's like how people express themselves, and like he
True
says,
love, yeah.
he's the guy who says there's not enough sex in films anymore.
He's right.
Yeah.
He's dead right.
So that's obviously the themes and the content all relates to his previous work, but like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like his kind of film until you get to that point where you're
wait.
like, yes.
It's like 2.5 hours as well, isn't it? Took long enough.
Yeah, it's 2 hours and 10.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Well worth a watch.
I'll definitely give it a
Says
go.
me.
I'll definitely give it a go.
Yeah.
Have you been watching any gourmet trash recently, Mark?
No, I have not. I
Gourmet,
have no idea what that is.
See, gourmet trash is not a thing necessarily. It is a genre of content that I would subscribe to, or that I would describe things like Love Island has.
Okay.
Have you been watching Love Island?
I've never watched Love Island.
I had never watched Love Island
Oh
until
no, here we go.
2 weeks ago, Mark.
Oh, you're gonna start a Love Island section here?
Man. Oh, man.
What?
It is the trashiest shit I think I've ever watched. It's so good.
Yeah, no, I've people in work. I've 2 different people in work who said the exact same thing.
It's so good, man. And like you can clearly see where the producers are like
Yeah,
are
stepping in.
and creating something. Like there's I'm not going to go into it too much because I'm not going to analyze Love Island.
No, please.
But like there's
analyze as much as possible.
there is a bit where like
What's your take on it?
it's the best reality TV show ever made.
I've never seen it.
Well, I mean, not
have to
the
say.
best one.
I've never seen it.
But it's good. It's good. And it goes on for fucking ages.
How long is it?
Like, we got like I'm a Celebrity and stuff like that goes on for like 3 weeks, a month. This thing goes on for like 2-3 months.
Does it?
They're in there for like a long time.
Yeah.
Like I didn't watch the first week. I've been watching for nearly 3 weeks now. And like they are nowhere near the end.
Yeah.
Like it goes on for like the entire summer.
It feels like it's on for most of the year. Like,
yeah, I think it goes
people
on.
are constantly tweeting about it.
Yeah.
I have to unfollow a lot of people because they're just like,
Don't worry, Mark. I won't be hosting. Maybe the Powerball might become a fucking
Love Island team.
It'll become a Dami and India fan account. So
Oh my
two of the
God.
people in it. Dami's the best.
Oh my god.
Dami's the one Irish guy there, and he's got a berserk tattoo. I'm like, you're my fucking guy.
Oh, anime.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
my guy. And he's also actually the soundest dude in it. No, but like they had this bit where like 2 girls. Well, this new girl came into the villa, or whatever, and immediately paired up. It was like,
How does that work? It sounds like a fucking nature documentary.
Man,
like
it's
they
actually-
mate or something.
Man,
like that.
it's actually insane because I didn't understand like how it worked.
How does it work?
It's literally like a new person just shows up. They don't tell them at all. They don't even tell you, the audience, that it's happening most of the time. It's like, yeah, new girl's here, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, there's gonna be a recoupling. So like the girls get to pick who they're gonna be with tonight. And this girl came in, Danica, and she was like, Danica, you go first. So she picked someone that was like coupled up with someone else, but like, see, the problem is that I'd always describe, like I was talking to Melissa about it, but like, yeah, they're like, these 2 are coupled up, but they weren't actually. I forget that coupled up is a thing within Love Island. When I say coupled up, I would mean like you and Orla are coupled up.
Well, like as in you're together.
Yous are together,
Yeah.
and people can be together within the show and not be coupled up. If that makes sense.
Oh, so like they're getting with each other, but like
They're getting with each other,
officially with other
But
people.
they're
in the
getting
show.
like they're there to like they would be they would be they would be boyfriend and girlfriend in like in real life.
Yeah.
But
they're not coupled on the show.
because of the show, like you're with someone else and Orla's stuck with someone else.
What the fuck? Is that not fucked up?
Oh man. Oh man.
That sounds really evil.
Oh,
like, that
man.
sounds deeply evil.
It is. That's why the show is so good, man. Like this girl comes in.
I think that's too far. I think Paul Verhoeven would say the same.
Oh,
that's
man.
too far.
If half of it wasn't fake, it would be. Because you can tell, like you can clearly tell when things are staged. Like, so this new girl comes in and she's like, I want to go with this guy Luca, and Luca was in a couple with someone else, and they were like getting more serious, and they were basically boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
So then Danica's like, I want to be with him, and so his girlfriend / kind of girlfriend Paige was like, I'm a bit pissed off about that, and was talking to Danica about it, and they were coming to terms with her, and Paige's like, yeah, no, it's fine. Then Danica, as they're talking, gets a text message to say that her and Luca are going off on a date. Now, it was sent at that moment. Like, clearly that is staged.
Oh, yeah.
That's clearly staged.
Absolutely.
And there's loads of bits where, like, it's like, that's clearly staged. Like, the scenario, no normal human being would act like that.
Yeah. But you kind of have to, like, all those shows have some element of engineering.
Yeah, you have to.
Even Nathan For You, even in Practical Jokers, sometimes does that kind of thing.
Oh, you have to. Yeah. Even in Practical Jokers. But, like, you have to. And, like, God, the drama that's in it. Like, just, so they had this thing the other night where the girls had to do a sexy dance and then the boys had to do a sexy dance.
Oh my god.
And
that sounds like great content, to be fair.
And so, like, each girl went up one by one and each guy went up afterwards one by one. But, like, so say all the boys were sitting down, they were wearing heart monitors as the girls were doing their dance. And then afterwards, they're like, oh, Mark, your heart rate is highest for Orla or whatever. But that wasn't the case for some fellas. Where their heart rates went up for someone that wasn't the person that they were with.
Yeah.
One of the guys, and also in Love Island at the moment, there's two people that are in it. This guy Jax and this girl Gemma. And before Love Island, they were boyfriend and girlfriend in real life, and now they're both in the show.
Yeah.
And Jax is being more serious with this girl called. No wait, Jax is the guy that's with Paige. It doesn't fucking matter. I can't remember the name. Fucking don't care.
Jax,
Paige.
Where are these names? I don't know anyone with these names.
Man, it took me so. I'm not joking. There's 3 fellas in it called Jax, Luca, and Andrew. For the first week, I couldn't tell them apart because they literally just look the fucking same.
They're all younger than us as well, aren't they? They're all like 20, 21.
No, they're actually not. They're actually 23, 24. There's some of them are 29, 28 and stuff like that.
Are they?
Yeah. There's some old heads in there.
Your man, it wasn't Tommy Fury on it one of the days.
Yeah,
one of the seasons.
Was he like 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
He was like 20 years old. And the guy looks like a fucking.
And
obviously, he's like.
There's a girl in there that's 19.
Yeah, but like they all look like. They don't look that age at all. They don't remote like I feel so weird like looking at that,
Man, I feel fucking weird looking at them. It's like, I'm older than you and you look like 30.
Yeah. Like almost in a bad way, but also it's like, how could you look like that? I don't know anyone who looks like that.
I'm wondering though, because like they look, I don't know if it's just because they look a lot bigger on TV, whereas like there's the guy came in called Jay, and Jay looks like a fucking unit compared to everyone.
Yeah.
But it's realistically that all the rest of them are like 5'9", 5'10", whereas your man Jay is like 6'3" or something. Like he's like Aaron's height, and he looks fucking huge.
Yeah.
So your man Jax, who was with Gemma before they came in, he's like coupled up with this girl called Paige, and his heart rate monitor went higher for Gemma than.
Ooh,
like
caught out.
Oh.
Would you say they're definitely lying about that?
Oh, 100%.
They're definitely like, this would be so scandalous if he was higher for her.
Yeah. Yeah, so I 100% believe it.
Like, release the data. I want full transparency. You can't just say.
I want to see the live feed of it.
They should be polygraphs instead of heart monitors.
Should be. But man, Love Island is addictive as fuck, and like it's pure trash. But sometimes you need trash.
Yeah, I agree. I used to really like I'm a Celebrity. I still would if I started watching it again. Yeah,
I feel like if you just if you just keep up with those shows, they're extremely enjoyable.
I also really loved X Factor. Sorry, back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day,
it got
really shit. I used to love Britain's Got Talent as well. Yeah, it got really shit in around 2012 or something. But
yes.
I used to love all those shows.
Did you ever watch Big Brother?
No, I didn't really get Big Brother. I think because it was. I feel like it was the most realistic out of all of them because they actually had the cameras running constantly.
And it was like slightly before, like we would have been kind of young when Big Brother was coming out as well. I remember watching one year, and it was Celebrity Big Brother, and it was like it's the same thing with Love Island. It was pure trash, but my God, it was good.
Yeah.
But it was celebrities as well, so like
you kind of knew.
Yeah. They weren't desperate to be famous like half the people, or like 90% of the people that are on these shows is.
Yeah. How do you even apply to be on this?
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
But I know that like I watched there's like Super Big Brother where all the winners came back, but this one girl, the odds were stacked against her. She was in Big Brother and then she won, and never, like, then they immediately started Super Big Brother afterwards. So she was in Big Brother for like 2 months, however long they're in Big Brother for, and then immediately put into to stay in again. So she just quit after the second day. She's like, I'm not fucking staying here. It's like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I have a life, yeah. Yeah, they all have to sleep in the same room, don't they?
And they bang in the same room and stuff like that.
It's weird.
It's weird.
I've seen clips. I've never watched it, though.
Apparently, Love Island used to be way worse with them showing stuff. Like, you don't really see much. Like, the sexy dances you saw quite a bit, but, like, in terms of, like, them riding and stuff like that, apparently you got to see way more in earlier seasons.
Yeah. That's so fucked up.
But then they had to stop showing them because they have the people that were out. Half the people started fucking killing themselves when they were fucking finished Love Island and stuff like that.
Did they?
Like 3 people have committed suicide after Love Island and stuff like that.
You wouldn't be surprised. Like, that stuff is bad for the brain.
Yeah, it's not right.
But
it's not right.
Yeah, the Brits are really good at that, though.
The Brits
They're
are
so good at that.
They're very good at trash.
Yeah, like the Americans don't really have anything comparable, do they?
I feel like
they even watch Love Island.
But like American trash, I feel like would be like those fucking, you know, like toddlers and tiaras and stuff like that.
TLC stuff.
Yeah.
But like it wouldn't have the same viewership.
No, it's not like the phenomenon. Cultural fucking zeitgeist that like
the
Love Island.
Yeah, everyone knows Love Island.
Everyone's talking about Love Island for like 2 months.
Yeah.
You know.
Actually, I seen Michael Owen's daughter's on it. You know Michael.
Yeah,
Owen?
That's your one, Gemma. She's the one that's 19.
Yeah.
Come on, England.
Come on, England. That's how he'd say it. He's like a robot.
This is England.
Oh, segue.
Have you ever seen This Is England?
No. I saw it's on Disney or something, is it? It's not on Disney. It's on Prime. It's on something.
It's on something.
I saw it the other day. And I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw it the other day, like listed somewhere. I was like, maybe I'll watch that, but I was like, nah. I watched David Brent instead. Sorry.
Fair. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
This Is England is one of the best 2000s British films. Actually, no, probably one of the best British films ever made.
Oh.
It's the story of Sean, and Sean is a young fella growing up in England in 1983. His dad has died in the Falkland Wars.
Good.
There's like skinhead culture is alive and well. And Thatcher is off doing her thing, you know, ruining the country. And he's like 12 years old, and he bumps into these like older skinheads, and they're real sound, real nice guys. They take him in, they turn him into a little skinhead. He's having a great fucking time. And then one night they're at a party, and this guy called Combo shows up, and Combo is the other kind of skinhead.
Red laces, no.
He is a what's that thing called? English defense.
EDL.
He's an EDL head.
Tommy Robinson job.
He will be a Tommy Robinson head true and true. And Sean starts to fall in line with Combo and starts to become radicalized. And that's what This Is England is about. It's about how young, vulnerable people could become radicalized. And it is like, I think like American History X is like the other comparison you can make to This Is England in that sense. This Is England curb stomps American History X with like showing how that can happen, because I feel like American History X takes a detour to make the Nazi white supremacist Graham Norton Edward Norton
remake that film.
Edward Norton have like a redemption arc for fucking an hour, and then it goes to being about like, oh, this is how you can radicalize. Whereas This Is England's like, no, here's a character, here's the situation that he's in, here's like here's like him enjoying life and like feeling good about stuff, and now we're gonna show you how even at that sense, when there's no support systems, when your country's a shithole,
when you live in England,
this is what can happen very easily. And you should definitely watch This Is England.
No, I remember you and Aaron going on about it.
It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
I think I was with Orla. I was like, we might watch that. I was like, nah.
Oh, that's not a show. No,
I was like,
not.
Watch a comedy instead.
Yeah. Like,
but it is somewhere. It's on one of the apps. So
the first half an hour is an absolute joy, and then the next hour is like, oh Jesus Christ, and like it's so. I feel like England and Ireland, we somehow breed this certain kind of like scumbag that just feel like it's just so rough. Like, you know, like it's not like you know, in America, like if you meet someone that's rough or whatever, it's either like a redneck or like, you know, like a fucking like a gangster or something. That's the only kind of thing that I can think off the top of my head or whatever. Like it's certain, like they've been somewhat glamorized by American media.
Yeah.
But there's a grittiness to like the way that like British and like Irish scumbags are. That's just like I'll kick your fucking head in.
Yeah. I think all the Eastern Europeans have the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's something European.
Just
it's European kind of thing. I think
built
it's
different.
I think it's like apartment blocks and kind of, you know, tower blocks and stuff like that. You know,
but
social housing.
But you get that in America as well, though.
Yeah, I don't know what it could be, but
I don't know what it is.
It is a unique kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
How is it expressed in the film?
Like Combo is someone that you're tense at all times when he's there, and like
everyone knows someone like that.
Yeah, you just know, like, you know, the person's just like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Or like, oh man, I remember being at EP one year and this fella sat down and I was like, oh Jesus fucking Christ. and like he just like, and it's similar way that Combo does things as well. He like, it's just like someone like slightly took the piss or whatever, and he's like, what did you say?
Yeah,
and like and immediately like, there's no coming back.
yeah. It's like they're like dogs, like just like caught. They're just caught in like a loop.
That's it. Like, you're done, bro.
Just run.
Just get out of there. And I was like, your man realizes he's like, I've fucked up like this, and there's no talking out of what you've just done.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Combo. Like there's a moment, like the climax of the film, he's being mates with this fella, and then your man just starts talking about his family, and then Combo just like immediately turns, and you can see it as well. It's like, you know, Stephen Graham, you know, that British actor, he's from Liverpool.
I pretty know him.
You know, you definitely know him to see. He's Combo, and he's just one of the best actors working today. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know your
he's
man.
Exactly who I was picturing.
Yeah, he's fucking amazing. But just like and all the characters and stuff like that are just like the earlier skinheads, like the nice skinheads, are such an absolute fucking joy to be around, and it's so much fun hanging out with them. And then some of them get radicalized, and you're in with them as they go with Sean over with Combo, and just like it's just the way that it shows how like people without a support system, I'm just gonna backtrack slightly, especially like how people can weaponize nationalism against you to turn you into a bigot.
Yeah.
Like they keep talking like I'm not they call us racist, but I'm not racist. I just don't want lazy people coming over here and mooching off us and stuff like that. But then equally at the same time with saying that they're coming over here and taking our jobs.
Yeah.
It's like,
none of it makes sense. Yeah.
Which one is it?
Yeah. It's all a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
They have people, even here, they have people like that go around and target certain areas. Like National Party here, target Sinn Féin areas in the inner city, going around. It's all lads who are like, they're not even really from those areas at all, you know? Like they're maybe they made their way up, or like they're just pure middle class, but they go in and they like spread, or they go door to door and just chatting to people and stuff like that.
Spread bullshit.
Like literally, yeah. I've seen them go around. Like they have those, literally, I remember one that was on the phone on the bus explaining to another guy what to say at the door, to like kind of not to confuse them, but to kind of like make associations in the person they're talking to in their head, to make associations which would then plant seeds which they could like kind of abuse down the line. It's like it's pure evil, pure evil. But they specifically target working class people, and those kinds of areas, because you know it's just like They get
because you don't need to convince, because the other people are bringing them in because you can make money off them.
yeah. It's just it's so it's evil, pure evil. And it's the same everywhere. Yeah, it's the same in every big city.
Yeah, and like Combo is like someone that's happened to, and now he's spreading that out to the younger generation.
It's a mind virus. Yeah, it's mass psychogenic illness.
Yeah, and there's a bit where they go off to an EDL meeting and stuff like that, and they're like, there's like one fella called Spats or whatever, or Spitz, whatever. He's not like fully in it for that much, but he's sitting there, and beforehand he's like, yeah, Combo, you're right. But then when they went to the EDL meeting, he's just like, this is a lot of bullshit. Yeah. And he says it to Combo, he's like, Combo, do you actually believe that shit? And Combo fucking snaps. Yeah. Absolutely fucking snaps. Like, belittle me in front of my men and stuff like that. It's like, you know, like he's like, we're starting an army to take back Britain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. They're kind of out of the scene, you know, nowadays.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be that many. Like, it's
because they kind of assimilated or maybe leveled up into like UKIP, and then from that into like the Conservatives and stuff.
Yeah.
They have kind of made it in a way.
That's what it was. Yeah, I was thinking there was something else. Yeah.
Like they were all very within the sphere of.
Now they're all just Tories.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know.
The biggest
not Tories, but like, you know,
they at least got their policy kind of like through like osmosis up to the top, to the very top. A lot of their like most basic policies.
Same thing with I feel like the Republican Party.
Yeah,
but that happened years ago.
yeah. I suppose. But yeah, it's a strange phenomenon.
It is.
You don't really have it here as much. It's a very recent kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's just. I think
that
it
kind
is,
of organization, you know, specifically kind of fascistic.
I think we just imported it in from America, though.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, like Gemma Darty and all those. That's literally just American imports, but being funded by the Brits.
yeah. The guy, you know, what's his name? Herman Kelly, I think his name is.
No,
he's with. He's like Irexit. I think it was an Irexit party. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Herman Kelly. He's like, you're not Irish. Like, no offense, but like that's not an Irish
Herman.
name. But he was all about, oh, we need to get the immigrants out. Like Herman. Herman?
Yeah, I feel like most Irish people are just like that's a load of bollocks.
Yeah, most Irish people just don't care, you know.
Yeah.
Don't really care.
Yeah.
Generally. At least there's like no kind of organization, you know, in that kind of way. People wouldn't care about it that much to go, oh, we need to, you know, take action, you know. Maybe that will happen. You know, when things change.
Maybe it's because of our history, though, of being immigrants. It's like we can't. We're less.
And the current kind of thing, everyone's still fucking off.
Everyone's still fucking off. Like, like it's still like we're too. We are too much of it. We're too many. We emigrate too much to give a shit about people coming into our country.
Yeah. Yeah, basically reliant on it as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a very disturbing kind of subject.
It is, and like This Is England is disturbing.
Is it good?
It's whopper, man. Whopper is such a good film, and like there's a TV show as well. The TV show does not deal with the same, you know, radicalization and stuff like that of the film. It more or less just becomes a drama about like the interpersonal relationships between the gang that we met in This Is England, like the good skinhead, the nice skinheads, and it's like a fun show, and then something happens in episode 3, and then it stops being a fun show, and from that point on, it's like just grim British drama.
yeah. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's good. It's very, very good. Like This Is England 88. Like very few things have made me like tear up. This Is England 88 made me tear up.
Really?
Because I cared so much about the characters, and I just wanted them to be okay.
Aww.
And there's a bit where like one character's like professing his love to another character. It hit different because I cared about those characters, because I'd seen so much of they're just great characters.
When was this made, or when were they all made? Sorry,
This Is England. It was made 2006, I think it was, or 2007. And then there's the first show, which is 86, came out 3 years after that, 2010. Then 2 years after that was. It goes 86, 80, 88, and 90, and they all actually came out 2 years apart.
Yeah, they're so recent. Very recent.
Like This Is England 90 came out 2015. So 2013 for 88, 2011 for 86, 2008 for This Is England. Is that right?
Yeah, or 2006. Yeah.
2006. Okay, well, maybe it wasn't 3 years between This Is England and 86. Because I know that This Is England is set, like the film is set in 1983.
Yeah, I have to give that a watch.
It's very good. And it's short as well. And the TV show is mad short. 4 episodes, 3 episodes, 4 episodes. That's how the TV show works.
Alright.
3 seasons. Whopper.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube as well.
It's on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, it's well worth the watch. Very, very good. Will we go for a break?
Let's go for a break.
Speaking about horrifying things. Nightmares on Elm Street.
Oh, I know it well.
The second ones.
Part 2.
The gay ones.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, this is
It's the gay one.
A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Has become a cult classic because it's at some, I don't know when exactly what happened, but people took a look back on it and were like, movie's pretty gay. It's like a pretty gay film. And then even when the lead comes out and he's like, she comes out and he's like, yeah, I'm also gay, and that subtext is 100% there. But I would argue it's not even subtext, it's just straight up text. Like multiple times throughout the film, characters say to Billy, whatever the fuck his name is, make like gay jokes to him and say like, there's a bit where he's with his girlfriend and he leaves his girlfriend to go off to be with his best friend, and his best friend's like, you only came here because you don't have sex with her, you don't have sex with me. It's like, you're just saying it. Like, you're just saying it. You two guys, Billy's got a crush on you, bro.
Yeah.
And like, he's a bit of a twink, you're like a athletic hunk. It's like the characters are there, you know.
Yeah.
The stereotype is true. But I think Nightmare on Elm Street is one of the few films where the sequel is better than the original one.
Really?
Yeah, just something. I think it's just because there's more of a subtext in this that I find more interesting. Where there's less time with having to deal with the building up of who Freddy Krueger is and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like as a viewer, when you watch the first film now, you know who Freddy Krueger is. You know what his deal is. So it's kind of like having to watch it, you know, and have them explain to you what Freddy Krueger is. Like, we know. It's not your fault that you became so iconic, but we know.
Yeah. It's a bit tedious.
And even like the kills. The kills are better in Nightmare on Elm Street 1, but I just think the plot of Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is that a new family has moved into the old house, well, the first family we're in the first film. And the main fella, Billy, keeps having nightmares, but he's waking up because Freddy Krueger isn't trying to kill him. He's trying to possess him and take over his body. But that can be now interpreted as his internalized, or his, like, him coming to terms with the fact that he's gay.
Freddy is the gayness inside of him?
Or like his internalized homophobia.
No.
Literally coming out and he's like, you know, lashing out at people because he's not able to come to terms with the fact that he's gay.
Oh, okay.
That's the way that the subtext is read now. Is
this a Craven movie?
No, I think he might have wrote it though. No, he didn't even write it. No, I think he just produced it.
All right.
I think he's just a producer. I think the only Nightmare on Elm Street films that he's done is the first one, and then the final Nightmare, New Nightmare, whatever the fuck that one's called. I think it's called New Nightmare. I think they're the only two that he did. Just the whole thing of Freddy. They do this cool thing, like, because Freddy's trying to possess him. They really do a good job of really blending in like dreams and reality. Like there's some sequences that are taking place in reality and they just feel like pure dreams. Like there's a bit where like it cuts and he's like walking through the street and it's pissing rain and he walks into a gay bar and his PE teacher's there and his PE teacher brings him back to the school to make him run laps. But just like we don't see that explanation, but like that's the way that it's edited makes it feel like a dream. And then it turns out that like the next day that like that was real. All that shit was real because the PE teacher gets fucking butchered by Freddy Krueger. But because Freddy Krueger is possessing Billy it's Billy that's, you know, committing all these murders and stuff like that. I just feel like the plot is better in Nightmare on Elm Street 2. The set pieces and like horror aspect maybe isn't as good because Freddy is way more like playful and way more, you know, it's not as
Scary.
menacing. Yeah, he's not as scary, but there's a gnarly bit where he comes out of Billy. Like Billy's yeah, like an alien. Like he bursts through his stomach and rips him open and comes out of Billy. But
he comes out.
He's out of the closet.
So much subtext.
Man, there's a bit where like he's asked to like clean up his room, so he turns on a bit of music and he's there dancing around to the music and using his butt to close the drawers and stuff like that. It's like, bro, you're definitely gay.
Yeah, what the fuck? How's that? Yeah, because the filmmakers always denied it, isn't it?
Yeah, they've always denied it, but like when you're watching, it's like, how in God's name could you not have seen this?
That's the 80s though, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
I think very gay times.
Very gay times. And I feel like he even says, like, the actor was like, there's a bit, like, I don't know if it was this film or a different film, but at some stage he actually got typecast as, like, he was always playing gay people. Like, he always played the gay guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that happened before this film came out.
So he was already the gay guy.
He was already the gay guy, and then they cast him.
It's not about being gay. It's nothing to do with that.
Yeah, as the final girl, essentially, as well. It's like, how can you not see this?
That's interesting. Yeah.
With the his name is Jesse.
So very ambiguous. Yeah.
And it's like a gender fluid name. I was like, how the fuck did you not see this?
Yeah.
Even like his dreams and the way that he interacts with like his like bully turned friend and this PE teacher, the way he interacts with his dad and stuff like that. Like his dad is like, yeah, do you have? Because he's like, he's kind of going crazy essentially because he's trying to stay awake, and he's acting very irrationally. But his dad's like, if you have anything to tell us, you can tell us. You know, we're there to support and stuff like that. It's like, how can you
he's
not
gay.
see this? It's a good. I wouldn't say a good horror film, but it's a good film.
Good film. All right.
It's a good film. Like in terms of horror, it's like there's cool sequences. Like there's cool like special effects. There's a cool bit where like this bus is like tilting on this spike above it, like an abyss, because it's a dream sequence kind of thing. And that's like the first scene is essentially that.
All right.
But it's more about Jesse and like his struggles with, you know, Freddy and what Freddy represents.
Yeah.
So when you I think that's why I prefer this film to the original one, because in the original film I feel like there's not much subtext, like you were talking about, like children bearing the sins of their parents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is something that I didn't really grasp with.
The Christian kind of reading as well.
Yeah.
So much Christian mythology.
But like in this one, it's like straight up like psychological stuff that you can easily grasp onto.
Oh,
I
right,
think
yeah.
it's way more tangible for me that I enjoy.
Yeah, well, I don't understand why they wouldn't play up to any kind of subset, because obviously the whole series is about dreams. And dreams is the one thing where it's not even the kind of thing where like we sit around here and like read like stupid stuff into films that like a lot of time was never meant. You know, it's just like psychoanalyzing things.
Yeah.
But dream, like everyone knows that dreams mean something.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole point. Like everyone can relate to that because everyone's had a dream, and they're like, yeah, that relates to this in my life that's happening right now.
Yeah.
And something that maybe I haven't realized, and that's.
I don't understand why they didn't play
that's the
that
whole point of Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, it's not. I feel like it's not explored in the first film. Really,
it's not really. Yeah, well, it is there, but it's just not.
It's not like the point, which is weird. I think that's kind of like, because when you watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like that subtext is there, like
very,
and
very
like
there,
intended to be there. I think it's weird that Nightmare on Elm Street doesn't have that, but I also think that most Wes Craven films don't. Like Scream doesn't have a subtext. Its thing is that like it's taking the piss out of slashers.
People Under the Stairs does.
People Under the Stairs, yeah,
really did.
Yeah,
it wasn't really it was just text, really, but it was really jarring because I just didn't expect it for like a 1991.
Hills of Eyes though, it doesn't. Really,
it doesn't have anything.
It
really,
does,
yeah.
but it doesn't really.
Does it?
Like, you know,
I can't remember finding
people
anything
being
of that.
affected by radiation and like them being the ones that like turn cannibals.
Yeah.
Sure, there's something there, but like it's not really there. Last House on the Left definitely doesn't have it. It's just a fucking rape revenge film. Like, Wes Craven doesn't really do subtext, which is fine.
That's perfectly okay.
But I prefer a little bit of subtext, and this
like
is
Johnny C.
Johnny Carpenter. You know, he's got subtext at the wazoo.
He stuffs it all into like 1 or 2 films though.
Yeah.
The rest of it's just like, oh, forget about it.
It'll do.
So Ghosts on Mars or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's what's the man's name from Jurassic Park?
Jeff Goldblum.
No, the one
Richard Attenborough.
The one that's Mountains of Madness, but it's not.
The what? Oh, Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. What's that one called? I actually think that film is called Mountain of Madness.
At the Mountains of Madness. No, sorry, it's called In the Mouth of Madness.
In the Mouth of Madness. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that film?
Yeah.
It's alright.
We talked about it, pretty sure, haven't we?
Did we?
Yeah, it's actually not that good.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Carpenter as well. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But then you got They Live, and you're like,
yeah, it's like this every frame. Like, you haven't done anything really like this at all.
It's just subtext the movie.
Yeah.
Shawan.
Yeah, you can hear Zizek talking in the background.
I can hear him drooling.
Yeah.
I feel like Zizek might drool with the Nightmare on Elm Street too.
Yeah.
I might get him going. But I saw that the third film on Nightmare on Elm Street has to deal with trauma, or something like that. I'm sick of films dealing with trauma. Like,
yeah, we need to get over trauma, you know.
Yeah, get over it.
There's only one solution. Get over
it.
Yeah,
like
it's like he has my trauma.
The amount of fucking films.
Yeah.
With the horror films, it's like, oh, what's wrong with it? What's the subtext? Like, oh, he's just dealing with trauma. Oh, right.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh, grief, yeah, cool, grand.
Yeah, okay,
grief or trauma, it's one or the other.
You're dealing with things that happened in the past. Oh, really? Unheard of. That's unheard of. Wow. Yeah,
that was so insensitive.
Oh yeah. But we just seen too many movies, man. I'm sick of all these people, these snowflakes talking about trauma.
Yeah, why can't they just talk about politics?
Yeah, why can't you talk about the alienation of the worker, or, ideology and stuff like that? Forget about trauma.
I'm sick of it. Why can't they talk about how the Democratic Party doesn't care about black people? Why can't they talk about that?
That's it. That's what you need.
We need more Bulworth in this world.
Bulworth. And segueing onto our recommended film of the week.
This age of the month.
Episode 91. Here we go. We're talking about Bulworth by Warren Beatty, starring, directed by, written by Warren Beatty. A lot of other people also wrote it.
Halle Berry's in this film.
Aaron Sorkin wrote lots of this film.
Did he actually?
He actually did. He's not credited, but he did write a lot of this film.
Don Cheadle's in this film as well.
He's really good as well. This is from 1998. It's a lot more recent than I thought. When I first heard of this film,
it was 96.
No, it's 98. Well, there's not that much difference to be fair. I thought it was from like the 70s when I first heard about it.
Yeah, man, it looks it.
Yeah, it kind of does. But then Halle Berry shows up and you're like, this isn't the 70s.
Man, that poster's one of the worst posters I've ever fucking seen. It's horrible looking.
The poster? This thing?
Yeah, it's horrible looking.
Yeah, it's gangster Bulworth coming out of Senator Bulworth's mouth. It's all like drawn like a caricature. It's really weird.
Like when you first see that poster, it makes no sense.
It has nothing to do with the film, really.
No, and then at the end of the film, I was like, okay, now I get the poster, kind of.
Yeah. I was like, why is it animated? It's like, you think it's like an animation?
Yeah.
But anyway, Bulworth is about this man called Jay Bulworth. Is about this man called Jay Bulworth, a financially ruined senator. Who is now disillusioned with politics. The forlorn statesman orders a contract killing, the target himself.
Ooh.
So his family will be able to collect a fortune from his insurance policy.
10 mil.
10 beans. Facing imminent death, a devil-may-care Bulworth speaks his mind in public, forsaking platitudes for honest but controversial observations. When he falls in love with a hip young woman, played by Halle Berry, Bulworth urgently rethinks his impending murder. So yeah, this is about politics in the US, pretty much. This is a film which doesn't really have subtext because they have the kind of it has the ego, he has Bulworth, and then he becomes the super ego. So he's just saying what the subtext. He just literally just says, which is the whole point of the film. He's a senator, a politician who usually is.
He's mad as hell.
He's mad as hell. He's not going to take it anymore. It's kind of like that kind of vibe. But yeah, he's a politician. Their usual job is to, you know, obscure the facts and kind of like manage the truth and kind of relay it in ways that are palatable to the public.
They're meant to bullshit us.
They're meant to lie, yeah. They're meant to bullshit. His whole thing is he stops bullshitting about half an hour into the film, and he just starts saying exactly what the point of the film is and what, you know, the truth, quote unquote, which is the whole kind of wacky premise. I think it's a really cool premise. Really cool.
It's a fucking batshit film.
Yeah, really cool high concept premise. It is. It's a crazy film. Takes a lot of left turns, literally and figuratively.
Like, I think what you're saying there, it's a high concept, but it's written and directed by Warren Beatty.
Yeah.
Which I think is where we lose that. Like, I feel like if this was written by like fucking Chayefsky or whatever the fuck your man's name is, Pat Chayefsky.
Yeah.
Written by him or something like that, or like, I wouldn't say Aaron Sorkin because I feel like if it was Aaron Sorkin, it'd be more or less the same fucking thing that this film is. You know, some other like slightly more subtle writer, I guess. We might get something different. Although I guess that is Network, but regardless.
Yeah, that's Network pretty much.
I feel like this is the polar opposite of Network.
Yeah, it's just really in your face. He becomes a rapper halfway through. He starts rapping. Like,
and they're like the widest raps I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, it's all on purpose, like, but like, it's like, it's so hackneyed and like, it's so in your face and on the nose, but like, it knows it's doing that.
For the most part.
Well, it is also a film from 1998, so you have to take that into account. But aside from that, you know, you're going to have a layer of kind of late 90s, early 2000s cringe and kind of cultural insensitivity, which is baked into the culture at that time.
There's a bit of cringe in this film. Not a bit. There's a lot of cringe.
There is a lot of cringe, but I think it's earnestness. I would take it as earnestness rather than cringe in a large respect. I think I'd separate it from stuff like The West Wing. It's like since Sorkin wrote a lot of it. You can see that in parts of it, but it's also like it's more punk. Well, that's not the word at all, because this film is not punk at all. But it's more like it's like more it's angrier than something like The West Wing. You know, there is like a kind of
it's mad as hell.
It's mad as hell. Yeah, it's also a lot more paranoid as well.
Yeah,
like it's like a comedy. Like first and foremost, it is a comedy film.
Yeah,
but it is like even the ending where you have the he gets killed at the end.
Yeah, Bulworth gets shot.
He gets shot.
Taken out by the insurance companies.
Yeah, he gets taken out not by the man he hired to kill him, but by the people who are threatened by what he begins to say when he realizes that he has nothing to lose.
The corporations, stuff like that.
So it's also a political thriller, like very paranoid, very kind of really cynical, and it doesn't have a kind of thing where it's like, oh, if we all hold hands and kind of work together, we can get through this. You know, if we just vote in the right people. It's like the film that really has no kind of like, there's no real light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, the film's like, if we try and do this, we'll get killed. Yeah,
the film is just like, it's very like the end point. Like, it's very happy, very like it's like very like upbeat. It's very funny, but it's like nihilist. Like at the end, like the final fucking punctuation mark is just like pure nihilism. It's just like, this is like, there's no way out of this.
Yeah, no,
it's
we're
just
stuck.
fucked.
Yeah,
which I really appreciated, because it's just kind of out of the norm.
Yeah, like the entire I was 45 minutes into this film. I was like, this film is a fucking fever dream. Like, this is not what I was expecting at all.
Same. I was the exact same.
Not expecting at all.
I didn't know anything about this film except that it was like a political thriller. And it turns out it's a comedy film, and it's like, I was 45 minutes in, and I was like, this is a bit shit. Honestly, I was like, this film. I was like, I can see where this might go. Yeah. I was like, I don't think this is going to be my kind of film. But then it just goes in like weird directions. Like, I think it makes the journey really worth it.
It is like, this film, it is a bit shit, this film. Like, there's a lot of shit in this film, but there's something about it.
There's something weird about it, yeah.
There's something.
I think there's a lot of vanilla, I think is the thing that really kind of annoyed me at the start.
Like,
it's very vanilla.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what was the point that you started, like, really liking this film? Because for me, it was when when he goes to the hip hop nightclub,
the rave,
the rave. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah. Because I thought it was just gonna be him going around as like a normal politician, but doing weird things in political settings. But he goes on a bender basically, like entirely
this film
divorced.
takes place over the space of like 3 days, and he doesn't sleep.
He doesn't sleep at any point. Yeah, he's paranoid. He's suicidal. And it's just about his like it's like living with him in the moment rather than just like from bit to bit. And it's like I thought it was going to be a case of set piece to set piece. And you go, oh, he shouldn't have said that in that situation. But it's like you start with that base, and then it's just like kind of it's just going with him in all these weird situations, which is not, it's not where I expected it really to go. Yeah, the whole rave thing was very funny. He starts like everyone started doing coke and stuff. And he's just
drops the N-word. Oh my god.
Yeah. He just goes. He does all that shit. It's just very. It's very much of its time, but at the same time, I enjoyed the journey
like
a lot more than I expected when I initially started watching.
Like a lot of it is like, because essentially what he does is that he just starts talking like a black person in America, and he starts rapping and starts dressing like a like a hip hop gangster essentially, but it's warm beady and it's absurd and it's ridiculous. And it's the worst rapping you've ever fucking heard. Like there's a moment where he goes like, they take power, they whatever it is, and he could have said, and they try and take away from the weak, which would make way more sense. But then he's like, and they take away from the meek. And it's like, why did you use the word meek?
It's explained as like an affect of his kind of like psychological breakdown. And he starts rhyming. I think that's an actual thing with like schizophrenics or something like that. But it's the worst rapping you will ever hear in your entire life. But
he's speaking truth.
He's speaking facts, as they say, But
he's just explaining exactly like he walks into a church. He's like, yeah, the Democratic Party don't care about you because you don't give enough money to us to care about you.
Yeah. But he's just like saying it to their face. It's very funny how he says.
And they're like, wait, do you like when this happens? Like we forgot, like when the riots took place here, and you said you're going to do this, and nothing came about it. It's like, yeah, we said that so that you'd vote us in, and then we immediately forgot about it.
Yeah.
Like the insurance companies are paying him money to not bring in health insurance, even though he's like, the way that we can solve most of his problems is healthcare, universal healthcare. What's that naughty word? Socialism.
Yeah, he says all that stuff. But like this is like Bill Clinton era America. Yeah. I just feel like that's like it's not something that you'd see in a normal. This is a big film as well. There's big actors involved.
And this is like Warren Beatty's is 60.
He's 85 now.
He's 85 now, so he would have been
60.
He would have been in his 60s saying this. And it's like but you are like a Hollywood head. Like he's
born in the 30s.
Yeah,
he was around during the Red Scare. You know?
And he's there saying like, we need more socialism. We need universal healthcare. Like the Democratic Party, because very clearly it is just his frustrations as being.
It's just his opinions.
Let out.
Yeah,
his opinions. True, in this insane way, but But like, there's just like, it is just shocking seeing someone like Warren Beatty say these things. You're like,
yeah, it's old cunt, like
this old cunt, this person that you just assume wouldn't say this at all.
Yeah, it's just really out there. That's what I liked about it. I think it's just really earnest. It has loads of like it has a lot of flaws and a lot of missteps. It's obviously very culturally insensitive as well. It probably wouldn't fly today.
My God, no.
You definitely wouldn't fly. Yeah, you wouldn't get this made today because it's
I think.
It just wouldn't work.
Maybe you could, but you'd need, like, those shit bits would need to be taken out. Like, if you were going to go ham on the cringe white person, doing this, like, you need to go ham on it and go full way.
There was a good bit of filler in between a lot of scenes.
Even, like Halle Berry falling in love with him.
Yeah, I honestly, you could take Halle Berry out of this film, and I think it would be kind of benefit from it, to be honest. But she is good. But I think you don't really need her in the film.
I don't know what the point was. I guess the point becomes is that he's more so, he starts to do it for her. But then the problem is like, you literally bring up the massive age difference between you and being like, this is weird, but we're still going to do it.
It is really weird.
Like, why does she love him?
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where the studio definitely said, if you want to make this, you have to have a fucking love interest, or this is not going to get made.
And she needs to be hot.
Yeah, she needs to be, and like, kind of. I don't even know if she was big at this stage, but I can't imagine she was. But
I have no idea when she started. No idea when she started to become big.
Yeah, like the lifespan of her career is about 3 years, in like 2000, 2003. And just killed her entire career.
I like Halle Berry.
Yeah,
I don't know what she's in though, but
I don't know anything that she's in. But no, it's Yeah, once he starts telling spitting facts and stuff like that, people, his kind of like dead senatorial race becomes resurrected, and people start liking him. People start tuning in.
Oh, he starts being able to go for president and shit.
Yeah. Larry King wants to interview him and all. He's like, he does away with all the political baloney, which is kind of like it speaks to a thing that really does actually happen in real life, where people, anytime a politician says something that seems kind of earnest or kind of like real, people really resonate with that. I was actually reading about how Obama used to.
He said he was going to go Bulworth.
Obama used to talk about how he wanted to go Bulworth. He didn't say that he did. He said he wanted to, which is really pathetic.
Yeah, he's like, why don't you do
it? That's actually worse, because he realizes that he's lying, but then wouldn't actually say anything.
Yeah, it's like
that's evil. Like, that's pure evil to say that.
Yeah, Halle Berry was in X-Men.
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah.
That's like, I'm literally.
Yeah, she was Storm. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh fuck yeah! I was like, who is she? Oh yeah,
she's long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in a few bits. Because that's cringe. That's even more cringe than anything in Bulworth. Is Obama
saying
saying
that you're going?
I'm gonna
go Bulworth.
I want to go Bulworth. It's like, so that you're bullshitting.
Yeah, but you're still not gonna do anything.
But you're not gonna do anything about it.
It's so pathetic.
Thanks.
But that's the West Wing.
Yeah.
That's the evolution from. That's what Bulworth. That's the 2000s Bulworth is the West Wing. It's like Obama. I want to go Bulworth, but I'm not. But I want to. But
I'm getting paid way too much money not to.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be polite instead. But but I love the scene where he's doing the talk show, where he's already like in full kind of like gangster garb. I also love the scene where he's with the kids and the cops as well. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a few like. Right on.
It's like, I just wouldn't expect it in a Hollywood film. Like, this guy's like a big Hollywood actor.
Yeah, and
he's
like,
Hollywood film,
and he's
Oscar nominated.
He's like, yeah, the cops are fucking pigs.
Yeah. And he does an interview on like some talk show or whatever. And I can't remember. I watched this like 3 weeks ago or something like that. I can't remember what he says exactly, but it just felt like he goes really hard.
Oh, he's going in on it. Like,
every second word is like a curse as well.
Like, he's saying fucking shit, and he's just explaining exactly like how democracy, quote unquote, works in America. Saying like, we get paid by companies to like not pass bills or whatever, or they fund our lobbies. That's what it was. It was like, the TV, your earpiece, he's talking to the interviewer, is going to tell you to cut to commercials right now because of what I'm saying. And the reason, like, they've put me on this show so that they could spike their ratings, but as soon as I start talking about what they're actually doing, they're going to cut me off. Because, and then he starts going on about, like, how TV and media and print media and all this different stuff are the only ways to get your message out. But the people that control that are also the ones that fund, Bulworth and like other politicians to, their best.
The ones fucking it up.
They're the ones fucking it up,
but also the ones that
you want to speak out against. But they're the only way that you can get the information out. And stuff like that. I was just like,
it goes really hard. I was not expecting that.
There are major like truth bombs in this film.
It was directly. Beatty himself said it was like the bones of the film, and a lot of that speech. Well, actually, like that entire speech is directly inspired by Chomsky's theories of media. Yeah, that was like his main inspiration. Like he referenced Chomsky as like his kind of his model for like that's the speech is like the perfect kind of like encapsulation of Chomsky's idea of like manufacturing consent, like the media industries and stuff like that. The different filters that exist in in like liberal democracy and stuff with regards to like the public discourse. Yeah, but I hadn't heard of a film that does that kind of thing, because other than all these, like, the package is just like a kind of basic Hollywood political rip, but then a lot of the content is just stuff that I've never seen in any Hollywood film at all.
But also the energy of this film is so unique as well, though, because I was when I was knocking this film on, I was like, I do not want. I actually was thinking, I do not want to watch this film. I was like, this is gonna be boring.
Yeah.
I was expecting like something like just bland and boring, and then it was fucking. It was a Hollywood film on coke.
Yeah. It's like the kind of Tropic Thunder vibe where the person making it like is kind of embodying what they're critiquing, but is also so in deep and so kind of ingrained in that system that they don't have anything to kind of like hold them back.
Yeah.
Where they can kind of make that. They can make the critique, but the critique is kind of bending back in on itself, But it's still kind of, it's admirable in that way that they actually, still say it.
Yeah, fair play.
Fair enough,
Fair enough. Nothing really came of this film, unfortunately.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Like I don't like. I've only ever heard of this in like obscure fucking references on like Twitter and stuff. I've never heard of this film until like last year. I don't know anyone else has ever talked about this film.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, people that we know.
Yeah, because it's just like, because it is. Like I already said it, but it is shit.
It's not shit. It's not shit.
Like, there's a certain level. Like, this is a 3-star film.
I disagree. It's a 3.5-star film.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Okay,
it's a 3.5-star film.
I round
it's
down.
Not a 4-star film.
I round down.
That's that's the thing. It's like, it's packaged. The actual form itself is a basic, very, very basic Hollywood political rip. But then there are just scenes and different bits and pieces like that. Because the first 40 minutes, I was like, this is just like this is just not what I expected. Something more like along the lines of what you were expecting, like a serious kind of like drama or political, psychological, political, paranoid film. But then it just takes this kind of detour, and it's like there's 4 or 5 different sequences which are just really, really good, and
the rest of it is fun. Like I feel like
it's fun. Yeah,
it's a fun. It's like it keeps moving.
It keeps moving. Yeah, but I just admire its earnestness. The fact that it went to places that didn't need to go at all, but it still did, purely because it's probably like it's an auteur kind of thing.
Yeah, Warren Beatty's a madman.
Yeah, mad bastard.
He's fucking crazy.
Like, fair play.
I want to watch Dick Tracy now.
Dick Tracy gives me the creeps.
Yeah, no, that is the ugliest looking film I've ever fucking seen.
I've seen bits of it.
I haven't seen it, but like
I've seen bits of it.
I've seen what it looks like.
It was always on
horrific.
It was always on MGM. Remember that channel?
Oh, baby.
There was an MGM channel, and it used to be on that. I remember very clearly, or not clearly, but I remember watching it on one of those channels, like just for a few minutes, or just pretty walked away at some point. It was just like slimy.
It is like, slimy.
Yeah.
It's a dirty looking movie.
It just looks horrible.
It's not. Yeah, no, it is not appealing to the eyes.
Dick Tracy. Yeah, I know a fella called Dick Tracy.
Do you?
Yeah, he went to school with us.
Oh yeah,
he's the DJ.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I do know him as well. You're below me. He was here below me. Yeah. He's a nice fella.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
God bless him.
God bless him.
Good luck.
Shout out to Dick Tracy. Well, we move on to the news section.
Let's move.
There was images released of the up-and-coming Greta Gerwig Barbie movie starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. I'm fairly certain everyone has seen these images. They were fucking everywhere.
Yeah, they're memes.
They're memes because
they were paid.
They're already iconic,
I suppose.
I feel like I don't know what to expect from this film. I feel like this film is going to be fucking huge, though.
I don't agree.
You don't think
I disagree.
You think this is not going to be a big movie?
It's going to be a meme movie. I don't think it'll be big.
It's not going to be Morbius memes, though.
No, it won't be bad.
Yeah.
But it'll be good. It'll be all right.
Do we talk about the fact that they re-released Morbius in cinemas?
So, no. And it bombed.
It bombed again.
It's so funny. It made like $19,000. It was like 1,000 screens or something like that. I had an average of about $7 or $8 per cinema.
They re-released it because of the memes, and still no one went.
No one went to go see it. So funny.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, Jared Leto. Did you see Jared Leto had that thing as well on his Instagram?
No.
He had he put up this video. It's what killed the meme, pretty much. He had to put up this video where he's on a couch and he's reading the script, and someone comes over with the camera and like, "What are you reading there?" He's like, "Oh, nothing." And like he's like he's pulling on the script, and you see the front cover, and it's Morbius 2 into the Morbius verse, and it puts like Jared Leto. Like, that's funny. When we were talking about it, 2 months ago, when the memes first broke. It wasn't even, the memes haven't even peaked when we first talked about it.
Yeah.
But Jared Leto posted it, so it just died.
It's done.
It died on the cross, and like that's when the film released. So then the only other like meme activity for that film was people making fun of the fact that it had bombed. It was the first film to ever bomb twice.
Why did they think that like a meme about how shit your movie is. It's gonna make people want to go see it. Like, why did they think that was gonna work? Oh, fucking hell.
So funny. But
hilarious.
yeah. But like, no, yeah, Barbie will be good, but like, I'm sure it's gonna be shit as well in different ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've only seen Lady Bird, and I think Lady Bird's fine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's gonna be fine.
Although I think Little Women looks good. I've never seen Little Women though.
I've heard it's completely fine.
That's the thing though. I hear a lot of her films are like fine. Also, a lot of Noam Baumbach films are also fine. Like Marriage Story's good.
Yeah.
And I feel like I might feel the same way about Little Women. It's like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I just don't see this film being like good, you know?
My only worry is that Greta Gerwig released a list of films that like inspired what she's doing with Barbie. And one of the films on that list was The Truman Show. That does not bode well. If we're getting a meta, I'm aware of the fact that I'm a doll Barbie film, I'm gonna fucking hate this. I don't want that.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's like you know, Truman before he realizes, you know, that kind of thing. Or maybe she's like, oh shit, maybe like what's going on here? Or maybe she's like, oh, I realize that this is all consumerism, that I'm like upholding like bad standards for young women and stuff.
I would hate that.
I would hate that. I would hate that because it's being made by the people who made Barbie. Like, it's like they're profiting off it. Like, oh, we were so evil back then, but now we're all right.
We're critiquing ourselves, but we're still doing it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like that's the obvious what they're gonna do. You know? I think that's what will happen realistically. Which so I don't really. I kind of want to be. I kind of interested in what like Ryan Gosling does with Ken.
It's gonna be honest. It's gonna be a real toothless film.
What do you mean?
Like, there's not going to be a real bite to it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, a Barbie film, you'd want it to, like, proper... Like, this film can't have a bite.
Yeah.
Because it's made by the people who own the brand. It's not going to have any kind of, like... It's not going to go anywhere that would be really interesting. Maybe it will in different ways, but it won't go anywhere that would relate to the title or the subject.
Or what you kind of...
I can't see it anyway.
I don't know what to expect. I really do not know what to expect in this film. It's going to look, like, just from those costumes, this film's going to look amazing. Like, it's going to be a great-looking movie.
Did you see the clip of someone filming?
No.
It's like some guy slaps Barbie's ass, and then she turns around and punches him, and it's like Ken and Barbie like going like, do you not see that now?
No.
I'll show it to you after, but like it just looks really weird. But Ken is like, you know, Ken, you know, he's proper like, he's like Barbie.
Yeah.
Like in male form, you know.
Are they moving like dolls in this movie?
No.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, yeah, I'll have to show you. It just looks really weird. Because I didn't know it was related to the Barbie movie, and I saw it like 3 or 4 times. I was like, oh fuck. I thought it was just someone getting assaulted in public.
This is Margot Robbie.
It just looks really weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just moving like normal people.
I'd say, calling it now, this film is going to win Best Costumes at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Obviously.
They've already paid for it.
Oh yeah.
The deposit is already in.
Yeah. the transfer is just in the waiting. It's pending.
It's pending
in everyone's accounts.
Yeah, sure. We'll see. It's 2023, so another while. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Parapod Field Trip to watch Barbie.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm sick of these. We go see what films are we going to see in cinema? We went to go see The Halloween Kills and The Batman, and we went to go see Midsummer together and The Wicker Man and everything. Okay, Everything Everywhere wasn't harsh. I was going to say, okay.
What do you mean?
Like I was saying,
it's always serious.
We've only seen horror films together
for
the most part. So let's go see Barbie. Let's go see something colourful and fun.
It's pretty a horror film now.
Yeah, it's gonna be psychological horror. It's gonna be like Perfect Blue.
Yeah. That would be a really interesting twist. Yeah.
What? Okay, predicting it now. What age rating do you see this film being?
18s. Unsimulated sex scenes.
Yeah. Barbie goes on a rampage.
Yeah. That'll be a 12A.
12A.
Yeah.
I feel like this film might
PG.
PG surely.
PG.
It's me for the kids.
Yeah, I just feel like it could be 12s if you know. I think Greta Gerwig. I don't know anything about her, but I feel like she'd make a PG film. I think Little Women was 12s. I remember that. I don't know why.
Language, maybe.
I don't know anything about Little Women.
Surely if they're making a Barbie film, excuse me. Surely if they're making a Barbie film, it's gonna be tailored to kids and somewhat.
Ryan, why'd they have Ryan Gosling in it?
Because he looks like Ken.
Does he?
Yeah, he looks like Ken.
Not really.
He looks like Ken. He is just. Although I guess if you're doing that, I don't know what like.
Tailored to kids. Get the Wiggles in or something.
Get the Wiggles in.
This isn't.
But like little girls and stuff like that, like 8, 9.
Yeah.
They don't know who Ryan Gosling is though.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all on the TikTok and stuff like that. You know.
Assuming if you're doing that, would you get a Disney?
You get Zendaya or something.
Do kids watch Disney?
Yeah.
No, but Zendaya's not white. You need to have someone that's white because Barbie's white.
Black Barbie. That's the sequel.
Barbie gone woke.
Yeah. You ruined Barbie.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea what like. What the fuck do kids watch nowadays?
They watch YouTube, man. They watch YouTube. They watch Coco Lemon. You know Coco Lemon?
Yeah, man. That thing's fucking huge. It's like the 3rd most subscribed channel on YouTube.
Yeah. It's pure
shit.
Pure shit.
But that's babies. Like, that's kids. I'm talking about like 8, 9, 10.
8, 9. Yeah.
Is it just TikTok?
I think they watch TikTok and YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they watch TV, do they?
I mean, TV is shit, so.
You're right. I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched TV in
I'm sick.
years.
Like, I can't believe that streaming services came out and it's like, this is going to be the death of TV because you don't get ads. And now we're paying for all these multiple different subscription services that's turned out to be the same price as a TV license and everything. And we're going to start getting ads now.
Yeah, I'm unsubscribing from Netflix. So
Netflix is dead. Netflix is dead in 10 years.
Oh, no, yeah, it won't last. They're being frozen out. It's like a concerted effort. Because they're the only company that isn't really owned by like one of the legacy, or not the big.
Man,
other...
they're helping them.
Oh no, they're
digging their own grave.
Oh, they are digging their own grave. But like Disney, Amazon, whatever, Warner Bros. And all that stuff, they're like purposely kind of like closing ranks around against Netflix, basically. Yeah, they'll be fucked because they've no good content. Original content.
Their content is shit.
And they cost too much, and they're going to be introducing ads. And they're already losing subscribers. And they can't afford to lose subscribers because they've only made a profit once in 1 year. They have no money. It's the same as like Uber and what's the other one? A lot of those services are kind of like delivery services and stuff like that. They all run at like a huge loss just to get a big user base. But like they all run into the same problem where they never actually make any money.
Yeah.
So Netflix is facing down that road. So good luck to them.
Good luck to them.
Goodbye.
You know, if they start introducing ads, I fucking hope they fail.
I hope they fail without the ads.
Fuck them.
I hope they collapse.
I'm sick of their shit service.
Yeah,
the only thing they have going is a good interface.
Yeah, the other ones are really bad.
Disney Plus is fine. I've got.
Man, it's not. It's not. You have to every time you go into one.
I suppose
you have to play from where you left off every time.
Yeah, you can't. If you're going to continue watching, you have to.
Yeah.
It goes on to the episode that you're watching. Why?
Why can't they just choose?
Why is interfaces so difficult for them to get right?
Yeah, like they get paid. The people making those interfaces get paid $500,000 a year in Austin. Some some huge office. They have space hoppers and stuff. Like they don't do any work, but like they can't make a basic. Site that works, that's intuitive.
Like fucking Mubi and Shudder and these smaller services can get it right.
Yeah.
Why can't you?
Why can't you? No one is on Disney to watch fucking, obviously they have like their Star Wars shit and their like Marvel stuff. But a lot of people, I assume, are on it for like, Malcolm in the Middle, Simpsons, Bob's Burgers. They have loads of stuff like that. And you don't go into them, you don't watch them in a row. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Most people don't. They pick the ones that are actually good.
I honestly have no idea why I pay for Disney Plus because they don't make any original content that I watch.
Yeah. Well, I pay for just for The Simpsons, Malcolm in the Middle, and Bob's Burgers. So.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers is so good, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been blown through the past few days.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, but
it's so good.
I actually haven't watched it in months. But my God, I was on season 5. I love it.
It's great, easy watching TV.
Oh, it's the
easiest
watch.
So comfy.
Even like the stressful situations, they're never that stressful.
Even the laughs, they're never that hard.
No,
they're just always they're always like at a medium level. They're funnier than most TV shows.
Yeah,
but like never, but like constantly at that same level.
Man,
It's just so consistent.
There's been a few jokes in Bob's Burgers where I did have to hit pause because I was actually just pissed myself. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but there's a few where I was like, that hit nerve.
Yeah. It's a good show.
But for the most part, it's
just very like constant, but it's always above
just
the
always
cream,
enjoyable. Always enjoyable.
That's it. Yeah. Always good vibe. Comfort watch.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
That's what. And I actually think like just going back to Love Island. Love Island is comfort because it's just easy to watch. You don't like it. It keeps your attention for 1 hour, and you don't need to think about it.
Yeah. I probably won't watch it, but
oh no,
it's only on TV, isn't it?
Oh, Love Island.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the Virgin Media Player. That's how I watch it.
Yeah.
It's only just TV shows on that.
Yeah.
The amount of services that are free. All four
is really good, to be fair.
All 4 is unreal, man.
Channel 4 in general, they're trying to privatise Channel 4. The scumbag Tories over in
fucking trying to privatise everything.
Yeah.
But All 4 is class. That is an amazing service. You know what? We were talking about this. Me and my mates were talking about this on Zoom the other day. I would not care having just a website where you can watch whatever you want to watch, but there's ads.
Yeah, I'd happily.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I gotta pick what I watch. That's fine.
Yeah.
If it's like TV, like 2 minutes of like you click onto something, you get like a minute of ads, and then there's a break, 5 minutes of ads, and then at the end, then you can fuck off. You're not giving me ads when the thing's fucking finished.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, YouTube loves doing that. It's like go away, go
YouTube's
away from me.
fucking off for 10 seconds of ads now. Oh.
You're watching like a 1 minute video. It's like 20 seconds of ads, and you can't skip this one. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
for
just
some reason
not gonna watch this.
Oh
video.
man, I literally like I'm watching this.
Yeah.
I actually didn't care that much.
I actually refresh if it's a video I actually really want to watch. I just refresh about 10 times, and it just gives up.
Yeah, they drop the ads and eventually. Fucking rat.
It's just a staring contest with YouTube.
You're not fucking winning against me.
Yeah, I will spend 5 minutes trying to skip this ad to watch a 1 minute video rather than watch the 20-second ad.
No, I agree with that. You know what I started doing? I started clicking on why am I seeing this ad? Don't show me this ad. It's repetitive.
Yeah.
I had to do it with Just Eat. Sick of the Just Eat ads. Sick of them.
Katy Perry now.
Oh man,
how did they get her? She's not like they're not in America, really, are they?
And Just Eat's fucking Snoop Dogg one was fucking annoying as fuck. Like,
yeah,
I can't even remember.
I agree.
Just eating food like a G, whatever the fuck it was. and now we're getting ding dong. Just eat. Fuck off.
Her career is dead as well. So why is she on? Why is she on the ad?
Her career.
She hasn't had a song in since Dark Horse.
Do you remember?
Wait, no, she had one. She had
that really cringy music video with all the TikTok dances in it, where she flossed. Do you remember seeing that?
Oh no, I remember the one "Chained to the Rhythm," and it was the worst song I've ever heard in my entire life.
I don't know that song.
You would know if you heard it. It was there was not a single ounce. No one who was involved in the production of that song understood the word of subtlety. It was about Trump. It's the worst song I've ever heard. It was so bad. But anyway, yeah, she's failed. She's done. Well, she has a kid now. I think that's what she pulled out of the whole music thing. But anyway,
her career was dead a while before that.
Yeah, probably. But
she's mad cringy.
She's with.
I really liked her.
She's
music.
with Legolas. Orlando Bloom. Yeah.
Mad thing.
Married to him.
She just likes men with dark hair, long dark hair. She was some band before that.
I remember that. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, ads.
He fucking lost the plot as well after her.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh,
will we move on to some listener questions?
Indeed, we will. If you want to ask us a listener question, get to us at paro_pod on Instagram or on Twitter.
It's been a while.
Or you can email us at theparopod@gmail.com. Our first question is coming in from Patrick, and he's asking, do the cars from Cars feel pain?
Yeah. Yeah, like if they crash, they do. Fairly certain, like Doc Hudson at once, he was like, ooh, like, you know, please help me. I feel like, you know, if they crash, they feel. No, King. Remember the fucking end of Cars 1, like King can't complete the race, so Lightning McQueen pushes him to the finish line.
No.
It's like, he learned that it's not about winning.
Yeah.
It's about whatever the message of the film was.
It's about something else.
So something else. But like, I'm pretty sure King was like, she was like, I'm in fucking bits
He
here,
was
bro.
on Lucifer.
She's like, why are you pushing me to the finish line? Get me to the hospital.
Yeah. I actually remember him like begging to be brought to the hospital.
Oh, just kill me now.
He's in so much pain, yeah.
But they don't feel pain when they lose their wheels and stuff like that, though.
That's weird, yeah. Well, they can replace them, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe
It'd be like losing your socks. Or your shoes. You're just like, fuck, I need a new one.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, their feet, I guess, isn't the wheel. It's the thing that turns to the axle. The axle's their foot.
They got little tiny feet, huge shoes.
I never thought of it like that before. You're right, though.
Yeah, it's just the chassis or whatever it's called. That's their actual skeleton.
Yeah, I wonder, like, what
They
happens?
wear their shoes to bed.
They do, the fucking perverts. They do. The absolute pedos.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Ugh. Yeah, but like, you know, if you crack a windscreen, what happens then? Are you blind?
Does that happen?
I don't know.
Like,
There's no characters that have cracked windscreens.
Well, that is their eyes, isn't it? That's like their
retina.
Their cornea.
Yeah, the cornea.
Yeah, or the retina, whatever it's called.
No, the retina is the thing that's...
At the back, is it?
Man, it's been years since I did biology. I have no idea. As soon as I started talking, I was like, I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's not the iris anyway. That's all I know.
It's their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cornea. Yeah. What's the actual white part of your eye called?
The sclera.
The sclera. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Bob, his force ghost is speaking over my shoulder.
I can feel his presence. I'm sorry, Bob. I can't remember. Oh man, I've never unlearned something so quickly in my life. As soon as I was out of that biology exam for leaving
slamming your head against the walls.
God,
I don't need this anymore.
God. I just regurgitated all that information and it was gone the next day.
Yeah.
He asked me anything. It's like, where's the penis? I have no idea.
Where's the penis? Yeah, no, Cars, I think they do feel pain.
Emotional pain, definitely.
Yeah.
As the Cars trilogy explored thoroughly.
Yeah.
Emotional pain, definitely.
Yeah, dramatic stuff like that, yeah.
Mental pain, yes.
Probably like animals, you know? Like the animals feel pain, we don't even know, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recoil.
It's like but is that like is that like the monkey brain? Is that like the brain stem, or like as in like emotional pain? Do they obviously you can tell
cars do feel emotional pain.
Yeah,
they do.
But like obviously some animals do as well. But maybe there's levels within cars as well.
Maybe it's like a chimp, like that level of emotional pain.
Yeah.
Like because like Lightning McQueen clearly feels grief over the loss of Doc Hudson, but he doesn't cry, does he?
Yeah, he never cries. They don't like depression doesn't seem to exist. Really, it's kind of sulk.
It's been years since I've seen Cars 1. Definitely doesn't happen in Cars 2 or 3.
Yeah, but I think there is some kind of pain that exists in the car universe.
Yeah, like I don't know. Is there someone? Oh, I'm gonna look this up. I want to see if there's anything of cars.
Car equal
violence. Let's look at this up.
Gang violence in Cars 2006.
What the gore and violence?
The Parents' Guide to Cars.
This is not like. Is any of these?
What's this? What are you trying to go?
It's just violence in the first Cars movie, but there doesn't seem to be any
gore,
pain.
It's just the same photos.
Yeah, it's the same photo. It's just the photos of Cars.
Look at him. He's in trouble.
He lost that race though. He wasn't in pain. He just lost that race. And he's like, my mom, whatever the fuck he says. Yeah, I don't think so. No, yeah, surely
they are too happy.
Hold on, wait.
They're way too happy.
Wait. Cars 3, the crash in the first Cars film. I'm fairly certain Lightning McQueen feels pain during that. During that fucking crash. He's feeling pain.
He's in bits.
Wait, we can actually watch this right now and find out. We'll hit pause on this and we'll be back in a second to answer this question. I think the answer is yes.
I think it's kind of inconclusive. This doesn't say.
He doesn't scream out in pain, but it definitely didn't tickle.
Yeah, it didn't look good anyway. I hope he recovered, but
Oh, he did. Don't worry.
did he?
Yeah, that's the whole point of Cars 3. And then he passes the torch. Cars 3 is alright. Our next question is coming in from James, and James is asking us: is Nicolas Cage good or bad? The ultimate question.
He is good.
He's good.
I think he's good. I mean, he's obviously good.
Listen,
He can choose when and not to be good.
exactly.
You know, that's his thing. That's his vibe.
You know,
Um,
why is it Nick Cage that we have this about? Is it only because Nick Cage can be amazing, and then
Yeah.
also shit? Because no one has this question about Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
Bruce Willis is shit in a lot of things.
but like he's not as good as Nick.
He's not as good as Nick
His
Cage.
heights are not as high as Nick Cage. You know?
I guess Nick Cage did win an Oscar.
Did he?
Yeah, he's won Best Supporting.
For what?
Some film where he played an Italian fascist.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he is a really good actor when he wants to be, but
Or
then
was he just nominated?
he
Let me
just
check
couldn't care less a lot of the time. Yeah, Bruce Willis. He's just like when he's good, he's just Bruce Willis. You know?
that. He's more or less the same.
Yeah.
Like, I
When
guess,
he's
like,
bad, he's literally like phoning it in. He is as bad as Nick Cage is bad in a lot of films. A Good Day to Die Hard, to name one.
yeah, he won. But yeah, for Leaving Las Vegas, he won an Oscar for that.
Leaving Las Vegas.
So it's not for the Italian fascist film. Leaving Las Vegas. I guess though, like when people are like, yeah, but like Bruce Willis is good, is Die Hard, but Die Hard isn't like you know, it's 80s action hero, whereas
it's not this great, acting performance.
which
triumph,
Nick Cage can do,
yeah. He's fully capable.
but just sometimes doesn't bother.
He just couldn't be arsed a lot of the time. Oh, and you can't blame him.
Did you ever see that episode of Community where you've seen Community? Haven't you?
Yeah.
When Abed loses his mind trying to answer the question, is Nick Cage a good actor?
No, I heard them reference it in later episodes.
That's
though,
very
yeah.
good. He absolutely he literally like breaks down because like for every point that there is like he's a good actor, there's a counterpoint to it that like no, he's shit.
Yeah. No, I think the final equation is that he's good.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think it's as if it depends on whether or not he cares.
That's it.
Why was he in loads of shit films? It was just a cash grab.
Yeah, he was broke because he was addicted to gambling.
Yeah, that's
So-
what it was. That's what it was.
So
I knew there was something there.
you know, it's like do you show up to your job every day, you know, doing the best you can?
God, no.
No one does that. No one has ever done that.
No, of course I do, of course.
But
Only give maximum effort every day.
Yeah. Like that's I imagine that's how he sees a lot of movies. He's just like, yeah.
Yeah,
What a day at the office.
like, am I really gonna pull out an Oscar or worthy performance for Ghost Rider 2? Probably not.
yeah, he's just there. He's literally just there.
He's just there. He's just a face.
He is all he is. It's like when you show up to work, you do the least amount to not get fired. He probably has the exact same attitude to acting.
For those films, he doesn't seem to be doing that as much though.
Oh no, he has started doing it, but he got the reputation from all those like kind of late 2000s films that he did.
Yeah.
National Treasure, Ghost Rider, stuff like that. Terrible films where he was.
Vampire's Kiss, whatever that film is.
Yeah, he did. He was.
I never misfiled anything, not once, not one time.
And his performances were genuinely awful, but like, he just didn't care. Obviously,
That's so hilarious.
he just really didn't care. So
The Wicker Man.
yeah, The Wicker Man. Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah, I forgot about that.
The bees.
Not the bees.
My eyes. Ah. Like, yeah, he can't. No, Nick Cage is a good actor.
Oh yeah.
He just doesn't put in the best performance all the time.
Yeah.
Will we leave it at that?
We'll leave it there for this week. Any recommended film for episode 93?
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna do a gamble right here, live on the Power Pod.
Oh.
I'm gonna open up my watch list on Letterboxd.
Close your eyes.
There's
scroll
no-
down.
There's no guarantee that this is gonna be a good film.
Close your eyes and go with that. And then
How do I hit shuffle? I need to find the shuffle option. Ready? 3,
I like
2,
the shuffle.
1. Okay, I'm doing that again.
we'll cut this.
We are gonna be talking about Oh, my fucking watch list is dog shit. Do you have anything?
I have nothing. I have no ideas. All out ideas.
Okay, I have them. Okay. Fucking hell. Wait, I just need to look up the director for this. This is a short film as well, so, but there's a lot of history behind the film, so we'll come with that. We will be talking about the 1932 film by Todd Browning, Freaks.
Okay, cool.
Classic film.
Very good.
Very classic film. Everyone's probably seen clips of this film before, but we will reveal the truth about this film and talk about whether or not this film is horrifically offensive to people with physical deformities or not.
We'll be the judge of that.
We'll be the judge of that. As two able-bodied white guys, we'll be able to judge.
Yeah, we can let you know. Anyway, episode 93.
Episode 93, we'll be back next week talking shite as usual. Back to regular schedule. Good night. God bless.
Good night. Bye-bye.